nothing. Lips can barely move. All that shit she been talking, she didn't mean none of it. Now that we face to face, she quiet as a mouse. This the time for you to say what you want to say to me. Like, ain't that when you mean it? You say it to somebody's face. Say what you gotta say to me. She ain't want to say nothing. She shook as hell.
What are some of the things that she has said, maybe you saw on the All Access or what have you, that you would have been interested to hear her repeat in person that she didn't?
Her is, first of all, don't lie to the fans and say I missed weight. Like, first of all, missing weight is very unprofessional, but don't lie on me. That's something I don't like that for anybody to do.
These would be pre-weigh-ins, the 30 to 7.
There is no certain amount that I have to be for those weigh-ins. I'm the same amount every fight. I walk around at 168. So if I'm 168 the week before the fight, it's nothing wrong with that. I was 166. I don't have to be 160 the week before the fight. There is no rule that says...
There's no fine or anything like that.
No, it's only you have to be 10 pounds. You have to be 10 pounds. You have to be 170. You fighting at 60, so you can't be 10 pounds over. So if you 171, they may say something or do something. But I wasn't over that, and she's telling people that I missed weight because
she sent out a tweet or something, I think.
She put out some tweet or some stupid shit, but just the fact that she lied on me is what I don't like. She can say she gonna kick my ass. She can say she gonna knock me out. That's all part of boxing, but don't lie and say that I missed weight, trying to make it seem like I'm unprofessional when I know what I'm doing. I've been in boxing for 13 years. I don't miss weight, so that pissed me off. But everything's in her all access. Listen, I love it. She thinks she's stronger than me. I love it. She thinks she's taller than me. I love it. She's in for a rude awakening. I'm not that short. I'm not. It says 5'9" and it says 5'11" on the paper for her, but she's like 5'9 and a half, 5'10". My arms is just as long as hers. It's not going to be one of those fights where she can just use her jab and these girls can't do anything. It's a total different game come Saturday.
Clarissa, Jimmy Ash from Boxing Action magazine. How does it feel to be in the biggest women's boxing match of all time?
I mean, it feels good, and it's the reason why I'm here. The reason that we're here in this moment is because I took on the challenges. I fought the best fighters. I'm willing to fight her. And I keep telling everybody, if she was so great, how come she hasn't been the undisputed champion if she's so unbeatable? How come she hasn't had all 4 belts yet? How do I have 3 and she has 1? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I know I'm going to beat her. I'm going to have all 5 belts within 9 fights.
Is this the hardest you've ever trained for a fight?
Absolutely. And it's for reasons, not because I feel like I can't beat her, but I train so hard because with this being listed as the biggest women's boxing match of all time, I don't want to let my fans down. I don't want to let the women who came before us, they had decent fights, but not as big as this fight, but I don't want to perform at a level to where they say it was all hype. So I really have to go out there and put on a show. And for me, putting on a show is just going out there and doing what I do.
Clarissa, what pressure is on you in terms of being the face of boxing? I mean, we're not relying only on your skills. We're also relying on you to be out there, to be the face of boxing, the gift of the gab. Talk a little bit about how you're representing basically all of women's boxing right now.
I'm just being myself. I try not to put that pressure on myself trying to be, having the gift of gab. I mean, I love talking trash. I grew up around it. I love Muhammad Ali, so talking trash just comes. But I also believe that on my trash talk, there is a bit of truth, a lot of it. And when it gets to times like this, I'm not afraid to say how I feel, and I'm definitely not afraid to put my head down and get the win.
Clarissa, question. Espinoza touched on this. He lauded both of you guys for taking the responsibility and trying to lift up women's boxing as a whole. It doesn't sound like that has weighed on you at all, but honestly, does it sometimes? Because wouldn't it just be easier to just concentrate on fighting and not have all of us asking about the expectations? This is the greatest women's fight of all time, the most important. And does it ever weigh on you at all?
Well, for this fight has been a lot of media. We have all access to 2 episodes. Like I said, it's truth in what I say. You know what I mean? There's truth in how I feel. And these things have to happen in order to push women's boxing. So I'm happy they gave us an equal promotion. They gave us the press tour. They gave us the press conference. and this fight will do great views, and then they will see that women's boxing can sell. It doesn't weigh on me. You know, I think that right now we're 3 days out from the fight. I just think that after all the training and all the hard work, it's no way for me to be how I was 6 weeks ago. Like, you know, just happy and joyous. Like, I'm happy, but at the same time, I worked so hard. Like, I'm pissed off. Like, I'm really ready to release my rage on the inside and let it all out on her. And just to prove, I'm just ready to prove that I am the greatest woman of all time by doing this. This is what people saying that I can't do it. She's too big. She's too strong. She's too experienced. Everything against me, and I'm like, have y'all forgot about who I am? Like, I'm the one with 2 Olympic gold medals. I'm the one with 3 of the world title belts, and she got 1. I am the reason we're here. She's just here because she has the other belts, and she's undefeated. And they think that this is the person to dethrone me, but I'm the person to stop her reign. She's not gonna stop mine.
Did I see a reference, correct me if I'm wrong, I think perhaps you tweeted out saying something like, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to say what I want to say.
Yep.
I spoke to, I think, Andre Ward, who said, you just do you. If you want to trash talk, you trash talk. Is this something that you debate internally in your mind, and do you seek out sort of these veterans like a Ward and say, what do you think about it? In this social media age that we're in especially, you can be quiet, you can be silent, or you can say what's on your mind. You're going to be stirring the pot if you do. Is that something you debate internally?
I used to debate it internally when I first turned professional because it was so much that women boxers were not looked at as. You know, talking trash was not, they looked down on me for that when I first turned professional. Me saying I was one of the greatest amateur boxers in the United States was them trying to say that I shouldn't say that, when it was like, everything I'm saying is facts. So when I got to the point within myself where I'm like, it is a fact that I am the most decorated amateur USA boxer. I won the Pan American Games, the Olympics twice, World Championships twice, Continentals, anything you can think of, international or national.